Going to do a poem now called The Haynes Adam. It's already on my YouTube channel, but I need to re-record it for my Facebook page. And this is my version of the Great Taliesin. And if you don't know the story of that, then basically, when Elfin introduces Taliesin to the king and the druids, he introduces him as the greatest bard that ever lived. And the king and the bards were a bit suspicious. And the king says to Taliesin, "Who are you?" And Taliesin answers with this wonderful poem called the Great Taliesin that leaves you in no doubt about who he is, where he has been and what he has done. And this is my version of the Great Taliesin. And that was Cinders kicking something in the forest there. So here we are. One day, maybe, if somebody says to me, "Who are you?" this is the reply they will get. Thrice chief bard of Anderida have I been, and my origin is the borough of Kingston upon Thames. In Croydon for years did I reside, but now Sussex is where I call home. In 66 I was born, when the cup was won and Germany fell for perhaps the final time. Segregation still happening in the US. Hendrix came to England for the first time and blew the minds of Londoners, and the Rolling Stones penned their first self-written hit, and LSD was made illegal. And I was 2, when a dream nearly died as a king was slain, and a war still raged across Vietnam. And I was 3, when Mr. Armstrong took his one small step for man. And upon starting school for the first time, the Beatles were breaking up, but I was oblivious, playing with my best friend, until Mum introduced me to the joys of Mark Bolan and T-Rex. I was there when pounds, shillings and pence were decimalised. I remember the long hot summer of 76 when I played out from early until late. And I was there in 77 when punk broke through and shook the establishment. God save the Queen, the fascist regime, I mean it, man. But still I cheered the Jubilee and Virginia as she took the Wimbledon crown. I said goodbye to Mark Bolan, and thank you very much as the king of rock and roll died. And upon starting secondary school, Thatcher rose to power, and I watched in the US as a peanut farmer handed the reins to a B-movie actor, and I was in shock as John Lennon was shot dead and Bon Scott died. And as the task force sailed to the Falklands, I knew not what to feel. But I was in awe as I watched Pink Floyd perform The Wall live. I had tears in my eye as I watched the Lockerbie crash hit the news. I had hope in my heart as one man stood against the tanks at Tiananmen Square. I cried as the wall came down, and again as Mandela took his long walk to freedom. But I laughed as Thatcher fell and Lech Wałęsa rose. And happy, Australia bound was I, but there was trepidation, for a Gulf War was being televised. Tears of unbridled joy as Ross was born, a joy repeated as Freddie literally fell through my hands. I have seen many natural disasters, many a terrorist attack, and many a war made by man's hands. But I found my path, and still I see the beauty that's all around. I have failed in my first marriage. I falter in my second marriage. I have been loquacious up there upon the hill, and I have shown off with the drum in my hand. And many names have I been called, not all of them just or fair. And many roles have I fulfilled: son, brother, lover, husband, father, dad. And for 9 full months was I grown in the womb of my dear old mum. and at birth an unnamed boy, I was called Adam. And Adam is who I am, and Adam is who I will always be. Well, there we go. That was my attempt at the Haynes Taliesin, the Haynes Adam. Not a patch on Mr. Taliesin's epic, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Do drop me a line on Beneath the Long Man's Feet, Facebook or YouTube. Let me know what you thought. It's always good to hear from you. But until we do meet again, my friends, I bid you hail